Hello, my name is Kjell Rudestam. I'm an emeritus professor of psychology at Ph.D. Graduate University, and I am one of the authors of the first chapter in the new Handbook of Online Learning. It's called The Evolution of Online Learning in Higher Education. My colleagues, Monique Snowden and Judith Schoenholz-Reed, are co-authors of that chapter. And we both bring to the project many years of work in higher education, as well as in teaching online. Hopefully this chapter provides what we would call a foundational context for the remaining chapters in the book, and there are 23 remaining chapters in the book. And as such, we start out by talking about the history of online learning, and trying to put the current situation in historical context, and also reviewing the current status, both domestically and globally. And of course, we can't do that without recognizing the propulsive impact that COVID-19 has had on expanding online learning in our schools and our institutions. And to some extent, faculty may have been reluctantly dragged into this medium. But part of the purposes of the book is to encourage people to see the advantages and to learn to become more comfortable in that arena. We talk about the important and most common pedagogical models that are available in online learning, starting with more traditional behavioral approaches and moving into models that are more constructivist and collaborative. I think that the three of us would agree that the future will bring more use of what are called hybrid or blended models. That is, models of pedagogy that combine online learning with traditional classroom approaches, as well as asynchronous and synchronous approaches blended together as well. The next part of the chapter deals with technology and how technology is evolving very quickly and finding its way into online learning, so that at this point, we're a little beyond traditional learning management systems and faculty who rely on flip charts or even PowerPoints. And I suspect that the future is going to be moving more into AI or artificial intelligence, as well as mobile applications, for example. We bear in mind Michael Schrage's important or insightful, I think, comment a few years ago that said technology is really a medium for creating productive environments. And we hold to that. So we don't want the cart to come before the horse here. And then the final parts of the chapter have to do with how we can make institutions and teachers more knowledgeable and more comfortable working in the online area, making the transition, if you will. So we talk about various approaches to course design, how to train faculty and students, for that matter, in the field of media literacy, which is becoming increasingly important. The role of the values of the institution in terms of selecting what kinds of online formats and techniques might be employed, which we think is very important, that one needs to be compatible and consistent with institutional values. And then we also talk about issues such as student evaluations in the online area, what sometimes is known these days as credentialing, student retention, because historically retention has not been so impressive in many online institutions or courses. And it's our belief that the whole online teaching arena is appropriate not only to universities and to other institutions of higher learning, but also can serve as a model for lifelong learning. So we're hopeful that you appreciate the first chapter, that it does in fact provide this foundation, and that you enjoy and benefit from the rest of the book. Thank you very much.